Hello friends, hi, how are we today? I hope we're all doing well. I am using the Winter Toasty Mornings kit from Paisley Prints Co. I picked this up quite a while ago, I believe, before, I guess maybe Black Friday, maybe before, but I've been saving it for this week. This is the week of February 7th through the 13th, and I was up at my mom's cabin for the week. Here you will see that I am putting the date dots onto the date covers because I forgot to do that off camera. Typically I do it off camera, but no big deal. It was a fun week. It was an eventful week. Um, for the first for the first time ever, in my life, I feel like I needed not date extenders, but day extenders so that I could get everything into my day. I mean, some of it I didn't really need to note. There's reasons that I note it, but I didn't really need to note. So I probably didn't need to note showering and exfoliation, except for I don't exfoliate as often as I should, so I thought it was like a monumental occasion I probably should have marked. But here you'll just see me putting down the bottom washi. The bottom washi does lend itself to having things over it, though. It's just a plain glitter, which is really nice because it doesn't really detract away from the beauty of the kit. And I found this kit beautiful, but also absolutely perfect for a week that I was away at a cabin. We typically go and spend a week up at my mom's cabin around Family Day. This was a couple of weeks early, but unfortunately, it's just the way that our schedule worked out. However, it ended up working really well for us because I ended up contracting COVID. I don't know why I said that so many times. But I ended up contracting COVID, and so we had to isolate, and we were all going a bit stir crazy in our house, and the cabin was sitting empty for a few weeks while my mom was out of town. So we were lucky enough to be able to use it, which was great. And thankfully, I'm the only person who caught it. So that was great. Just heads up, if you're not interested in seeing like what happens, I do talk about that in my day by day, just because it was very impactful to me for the week. So here, I was figuring out how to do my sidebar, and I think I decided then that I wanted to do my headers first. I just went and saw what I did the week before, and I can link that in my video, just up in the little iCard section in the corner there. But the week before, I had done scattered boxes, so I wanted to do full, like just straight across boxes. And then I had remembered a spread that I had done for my honeymoon week many, many years ago, back in 2018 to 2019. It was really, really beautiful, and I will see if I can get a picture of it. Essentially, I had moved my full boxes up the entire week. So I had one top thing, or maybe I moved them down to the bottom. I can't exactly remember, but either way, there was one top thing that I noted at the top of every week. So I had my regular headers, and then I had a tiny space for the one top thing. And then I brought my second set of header and my full box in underneath. So that's how this kit is going to lay out. Before I even did that, to get the spacing and how much space I would need, because I knew what I needed to mark out Monday through Wednesday, I opted in. These are like quarter boxes. I want to even say like fifth boxes. They're pretty small. The same as Little Things used to be. I will say that Paisley Prints Co. includes Little Things in her kit, but I mean, I wasn't going to use them. I just had these boxes here that I can use instead. I didn't really want to color match entirely. Something's crooked here. I don't know what it was, but I felt like I fiddled with this an awful lot. Some of it was off camera, but it was as good as it was going to get. And that was that was all. And then as you can see here, I'm just putting in my second set of headers, which are color blocked. I'm not coordinated enough to not do the color blocking for the headers. And they're all word headers, so they all have words in them. Like I chose this time to do today's plan and then Little Things for the full boxes. Here, I don't really have anything to mark that I wanted to like emphasize a huge amount, so I just sort of eyeballed it, which it kind of looks crooked on camera. I feel like those spaces are getting smaller and smaller and smaller, but a little bit, but that's okay. Life goes on. Yeah, that last one is definitely smaller than the first one. It's funny when you look at the page, which I'm looking at in front of me, you can't tell at all. So then I was trying to figure out where I was going to do my full box placement. I didn't really have any ideas on it. It's just, yeah, it was an easy kit to plan with. I thought I was just going to follow the pattern, but then I realized I wanted the cabin to be on, I think I wanted it on the Wednesday. I couldn't decide here. So you can see my indecisiveness happening. Normally I'm not that bad, I don't think. Leave me a comment down below if you pre-plan out where your full boxes are going or if you just freestyle it. I'd love to know because I am hot chaos. So it is almost always freestyled unless there's like a very specific thing that I'm planning. And then I realized here, this is when I realized my headers were very crooked. And I was like, it's just not, as long as they're not overlapping, I don't care. But I want them to line up with the side of the box so that, or the like long rectangular column, so that my bottoms are at least all equal all the way across, which is what ended up happening. And the white space is so minimal you can barely even see it on camera. I loved how Friday turned out though. Like I just really like that full box. And so then I have 3 left to go. And I think I left out the winter, maybe. I don't know which one I left out. Oh, no, there's a quote on it. So, yeah, I left out whichever one with the quote. And then I put the boots on the Sunday, as in, like, we're leaving the chalet. So, that is what we did. And then I moved on to my sidebar. And I thought the sidebar was going to be tricky. I thought it was going to take a lot longer. The thing about memory planning as opposed to pre-planning and planning day by day is I do use this a lot less functionally. So I'm still finding out a way to make it nice, because I do go back and I look at the meals that I write down every single week, and that gives me inspiration for weeks to come. So I just put in 2 habit trackers, and I had something in mind to track, and I don't know what it was. Could not tell you what I had in mind to track. Not even a little bit. So we'll figure it out. And then I love her little Kiss Cuss headers. So the header, like the wording goes across the header, but it's Kiss Cut, and it's I really, really like it. I thought it was really well done. Then I just noted my meals, as I always do. And then I was trying to figure out what I wanted to put in next. I thought that was a strip that would go across the bottom. And then I realized there wasn't enough of the strip to take me down to the bottom, but I had forgotten that I would wanted to pull in the currently reading from the Prairie Planner, and she had a yellowy beige one in her pastels that worked so well and so nicely with this kit. Again, it's not really showing up true to color on camera, but it does look and work really well nicely when you're just looking at the kit in my book. And then I just pulled in the glitter at the bottom just to fill in that space. And there was a tiny little bit of a glitter header that I could use right above as a separation between my meals and between my currently reading. So that was my entire sidebar, and thankfully we will get into the day by day very soon. It was a very eventful day by day, and I actually struggled particularly on those top portions when we did the day by day to like I couldn't figure out how I wanted to note things, and I will show you how that goes. So firstly, off camera I had forgotten, but I had already pulled in my Planet with Stickers custom Toronto Maple Leafs versus or at stickers from Planet with Stickers. You guys should all check her out. She has playoff stickers coming up if your team is lucky enough to be in the playoffs. So I had put those in beforehand, and then I noted it, like it's a little icon that says stay at home, and I was trying to figure out how I was noting that I was in isolation, but isolation was different than I thought it was because the rules changed in Ontario's. It was nuts. Then I noted that I was extremely fatigued. I have the mask over my face just to note that it's because of COVID, and I had a really bad headache. This was probably the worst of my symptom days. Then I had a 2-hour nap, and then my family took a walk, and we took a walk to the dump. Um, which doesn't sound very nice, but there's actually a very nice path behind the dump, and it was about 1.5 kilometer circuit, and that really, really exhausted me, but it was good to get out of the house. My kiddo loved it. My husband was kind enough to take us, and so that sort of became something we did almost every day. And then we had a family playtime, and I realized when I was planning it Wednesday that I had forgotten to mark that we had shoveled off the deck. There's been a lot of freeze thaw in Ontario, so the deck, topically we had shoveled it on the Sunday, but then on the Monday we were like, okay, we've got to break up the ice that's been falling off the roof, or the snow that's been falling off the roof and turning to ice. It was a pile, I kid you not, easily 4 feet high, so that took a couple of days for us to do. And then I noted again staying at home on the Tuesday. Then I noted that I was feeling quite a bit better, and an excited girl from Fox and Cactus to note that Steve tested negative rather, for COVID. Then I noted that I had a 3-hour nap. It was a glorious nap. Then I noted that we had outdoor playtime, which was really fun. I used a Coffee Monsters Co. icon for that, and it's just the emoji playing in the snow. It was perfect for this week. Then I noted a Fox and Pip foot pop that Steve and I had like a date night kind of after we put Owen to bed, and we watched the Olympics, but I fell asleep during it, so I have absolutely no clue what we watched. On the Wednesday, we started the same way that we have the rest of the week, and then I used a little paper and milk car to note that we just went for a drive to Ravenna and Collingwood, and my husband popped into Walmart to pick up some stuff that we had forgotten. And here you can see me doing the changes to Monday, noting that we shoveled the snow. But I don't have that icon that I'm waiting for from the Coffee Monsters Co., so I'm actually leaving it blank for the moment. Then I noted that my fatigue was back on the Wednesday, which was very, very frustrating for me, and these cute little sleepy icons from the Coffee Monsters Co., just to note that I had another 2-hour nap. There was a lot of napping this week. It was a very big deal. Then I noted that we had family playtime, which was great. I couldn't figure out how to note that we fed the chickadees, so I didn't actually put it in. But I wanted to do a big half box to note a huge amount of time where I baked bread. And then my husband and I watched Boba Fett, and it was the final episode. Oh, it was so good. Did anyone else watch it? Like, I was obsessed. This whole Mandalorian, like, book of series. Yes, absolutely. I am down for it. I'm so very excited. I think Obi-Wan starts soon. I hope. I can't wait. So then I was just writing in my meals for the week before I forgot, because I will often forget. And if you will note, some things that are harder to write on Wednesdays, I write them in beforehand, just specifically Ravenna and Collingwood. So I think that should take us to Thursday, which I'm very excited for. So on Thursday, I noted that I had an awful sleep. My kiddo hasn't done well with sleeping away from home because it's the first time he hasn't slept in the same room as us. So it's just going to be something that we get used to. Then I took a big half box to note that we had Owen's first skate. So we taught him how to skate for the first time. It was really, really, really exciting. I'll insert a picture. He was so cute. It was like the best day. And then I noted, I was struggling to note something essentially. Oh, this is where I was trying to figure out that we fed the birds. I guess it was 2 days in a row. I didn't really know how to note it though. That I fed the chickadees that were right outside my mom's window. They were really adorable. Then I noted that I had an 1.5-hour nap, and that we had to generally tidy the house because it was a bit, we have a toddler and he toddlerifies. And then we noted that we went for another family walk, and then just the hockey game that night. Again, I didn't expect my low energy to come in ebbs and flows, and it did, and that really shocked me. On Friday, I noted another extreme fatigue day and little to no sleep. I noted that we had outdoor playtime, and then I used paper and milk icons to note that we did the garbage, which was a big garbage day, and then we did a big vacuum. And my kiddo was like playing on the vacuum. He had a great time with it. He likes household chores. Then I noted that we had some family playtime, which was really fun. And then we had Owen's second skate, which was super duper duper exciting. It was just really wonderful. And then it was a big day because it was made in Canada. I couldn't even march every single purchase, but I made a purchase from Dash of Sun Design, the Prairie Planner, Murdoch Talks, Paisley Prints Co, and Holly Lynn Co. And I think everything is out in the mail, which I'm really excited about. Then I noted my friend Carly, it was her birthday coming up, so I had to buy her present. So I did big presents for her. And then at the bottom, I'm so mad you can't see my sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co., but it's the So Sweaty sticker from summer. And it was perfect because I took a sauna. So on Friday, I just noted another night where I got zero sleep. There was a snowstorm. It was beautiful. It looked like we were in a snow globe that had been shaken, but all day. It was amazing. Then we noted that we went outside and we played in the snow. We did a lot of shoveling. Then we FaceTimed my dad and I baked more bread. I used a really cool sourdough yeast, but it was like a dried yeast in a package instead of having to deal with a sourdough starter. Because friends, look, it was a great craze at the beginning of the global panini, but I cannot make a sourdough starter and keep it alive to save my life. Then I just noted that my mom's friend came over just to drop off a gift for my kid. And then I noted we did a big FaceTime with my kid's godparents. On Friday, or Sunday rather, whoo, it's a big one. Sunday, I noted that we were sort of packing frantically, getting everything ready to go. We did laundry at the cabin. Then I put the Cleaning Ninja laundry from the Coffee Monsters Co. All shops will be linked in the description down below. And I noted that we cleaned everything. Then I got home. Owen said some new words, which was exciting. Then there was more laundry. Then we had to declutter. I don't know why I thought that that would be a good time to do it. And then I played with my planners and I made a Sweetie sticker coat order. So that was my entire week. I really hope you enjoyed, and I can't